I'm just jumping on here, guys, because I've been busy all week painting again, and I wasn't feeling well with a migraine today. That was just a wee catch up. Um, it was just to say we're going to George Square tomorrow as well, because we're going to start. We're going to start moving about and going different places. But I really wanted to say just what we're probably going to talk about tomorrow and other stuff that we've not touched on yet. It's just we've been trying to get as much information out there for these guys as possible. Um, so tomorrow, as I said, we're going to George Square 12 o'clock, just to raise a wee bit of awareness. Also, briefly, I met some people today, and this isn't about me, but I'll probably on Saturday say a wee bit of why I do what I do and how nobody needs to worry about me. Um, and I'm not going. It'll never be about me. It's just I've dealt with corruption in the establishments for at least about 16 years, so like I know how to deal with them and they're stressing me out. But tomorrow in George Square, it was just to say this is something Laura found, guys, and I'm going to read it out for her because I'm censored and barred on everything just now. So that's why I'm going to George Square again tomorrow. And then we're going back on Saturday, and then we're going to genuinely start going different places. Um, but this is just a wee update for everybody on the YouTube channel because it's the only platform I can use at the moment. We'll be in George Square at 12 o'clock tomorrow, the 1st of April. I'm not sure who'll be joining us there, if Anti-Corruption Scotland will be there. But we'll just be speaking for a wee bit and raising awareness and saying what our plans are going to be. And I'm going to read out to you. I just came on here to read out like, what me and Laura are going to start talking about next. As I said, we're trying to get everything in Scotland out there as quick as possible, and then so we can try and tackle it. So this is part of the Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry as well, guys. I don't know if anybody's. I did a video on satanic ritual abuse. So that's SRA. So if you hear SRA, it's satanic ritual abuse, and we're going to let everybody know. I know it's not nice to know these things, but we need to raise awareness about this. Like this stuff's hidden in Scotland as well. It's like really, really hidden. But again, there's stuff coming out just now, so me and Laura are going to start raising awareness about it and show the evidence and stuff we've got. And as I say, this is just to try and create a safe space for survivors and find people like me, Laura, Diane and stuff they can trust, so they can come forward and give evidence, because the people that are going through this stuff are absolutely terrified. Like I know what they're capable of, and I'll tell you how I know. Like I genuinely will, but as I said, it's not about me. I can. It's just I know what kind of stuff goes on. Um, so the Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry, satanic ritual abuse. So this is just something that's come up. It came up there in the Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry. The Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry has heard how children suffered satanic ritual abuse while being cared for at St Ninians. A witness has told how he was raped by priests during satanic drink-fueled sex parties. One witness suffered, this is Laura's research by the way, guys. So one witness suffered a catalogue of sexual, physical and emotional violence at St Ninians in Falkland and Fife. The witness has said the abuse has left him with lifelong trauma. The witness was groomed by one of the religious brothers who would tell him he loved him, which no one had ever done before. He was raped at 12 years old. Most of the abuse was said to have taken place in the shower rooms, where children would be made to stand in the dark through the night as a punishment. One attack came after the witness had asked about the whereabouts of a friend who had disappeared. It was later discovered that the boy had taken his own life. This is in Scotland's institution, guys. This is why, as I said, we are raising awareness. One attack came after the witness had asked about, the whereabouts. So he was then taken to the shower room by a drunken religious brother, tied up and gagged. The witness claimed he was hung by a cord, threatened with murder if he spoke out, and then was then raped. The inquiry found children were induced to engage in sexual activity, so that means like drugged and stuff, with others in the group and in the presence of the brothers. The inquiry also heard a few of the boys were trafficked around Scotland, Ireland, to be used in drunk-fueled sex parties, which he described as satanic. One party in Ireland was said to have involved 10 men taking turns to rape the boys. Priests were among those involved, and incidents took place over the duration of the time the witness was at St Ninian's, which was run by the religious order, the Christian Brothers. Well done to all the witnesses that came forward. That came forward from St Ninian's. The inquiry found that children were profoundly abused in unimaginable ways, sexually, physically and mentally. Now that was in St Ninian's in Fife, with an institution run by the Christian Brothers. And it was satanic ritual abuse the people suffered there, and as I said, that's in Scotland and Fife, guys. Also, that's why, as I said, we're going to raise awareness about that in George Square tomorrow. There's also instance, really bad, satanic ritual abuse, and survivors coming forward to us from Dundee. And it's that bad in Dundee that they've had to set up a charity to deal with the victims and the survivors. But as I said, we know what charities and stuff by the government are like, so we're going to do some research and go down to Dundee and stuff and find out what's going on down there and who's funding the charities, because like I said, I'm not even going to go into it, but Bernardo's, all I need to say is the original Thomas Bernardo was at court 72 times for kidnapping children. So he went to court 72 times for kidnapping children. He then was able to go and procure land and build a receiving unit to receive Scottish children in Canada. Same guy had 72 kidnapping children charges. He went there and he set up a receiving unit, and then Quarriers in Scotland started sending the kids there to Canada. So that's what I'm just saying, what charities in Scotland are like. And then it's now in the part in child abuse inquiries, you know, that they abused all the kids and stuff, they trafficked them. But not only that, as I said, he'd 72 charges for kidnapping children, and he was still allowed to set up a receiving unit in Canada and take 10,000 Scottish children there. He then set up another 2 receiving units, and they started sending all the kids in the whole United Kingdom there through Bernardo's in Scotland and through Quarriers. I've also found out that Quarriers has still got existing places. Quarriers and Bernardo's have got Govanhill. So, like, that's where I'm going with Govanhill as well. Quarriers and Bernardo's on that. Now, as I said, what Quarriers and Bernardo's are responsible for. So I'm going to speak a wee bit about that tomorrow at George Square, guys, and I was only quickly jumping on to say that. And that satanic ritual abuse is real in Scotland. It's everywhere as well, and we're going to expose it. And that was, as I said, that was Laura's research there. The Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry are discovering satanic ritual abuse has been taking place in Scotland also, in the institutions by the religious orders, etc., for decades. So we're going to start exposing that. So, but cheers for tuning in, guys, and that's me tonight. And I'm shut up, and I'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock, George Square. If anybody wants to come along, and I'll depending on what the numbers are like, what we'll talk about. So, good night, love you all, take care, stay safe, and be good.